Welcome to Above Replacement Radio. I am your host, Chris Gianta. I might be becoming a bad baseball fan who can't enjoy the romantic things because of advanced statistics. 15 years from now, I want to be on the early baseball committee. Over there on the other side of the screen is Daniel Curran.
I literally have the Fangraphs hoodie, the baseball reference t-shirt, just repping some stats, you know what I'm saying?
It's not necessarily Hall of Fame. It's not necessarily above average, but we can guarantee you we are better than just the standard replacement level college sophomore.
And welcome to Above Replacement Radio, where we're talking baseball kind of whenever. I'm your host, Chris Gianta. Over there below me currently is Daniel Curran. How you doing, Daniel?
Chris, I'm doing very well. It is episode 200 of Above Replacement Radio, which is honestly insane to think about. 200 episodes, quite a lot. And of course, every 50th episode, we have a draft for the special occasion. We have the draft squad here with us: Rob Dickey, Bono Sidharta, Nico Fiscella. For episode 100, we did the all-time draft. For episode 150, we did the I haven't heard that name in years draft. For episode 200, we are doing the all-time single seasons draft. It's going to be very exciting. Draft squad, how we doing?
Amazing. Ready to go. I can't take Chris Carter first overall, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, fair warning to the audience. It will never get better than the I haven't heard that name in years draft, but we'll try.
That was the peak of ARR.
That was my favorite.
So the rules of the draft go, so it's first of all, snake draft order. The draft order today is Rob, then it goes Rob,
me,
then Daniel, then Chris, that's me, Nico, and Bono. So snake draft there. Can
we talk about the little controversy that existed with the draft order beforehand?
Sure.
So Nico originally was not supposed to be in the draft until like hours beforehand.
Because the draft order was set up. Game time decision.
Yeah, and the draft order as randomized was Rob, Daniel, Chris, Bono. And Nico last minute said, "Hey guys, I can do it." And Chris goes, "Yeah, let's reset the draft order. Sorry, Rob." Which is not actually what was said, but it was a little more harsh than that. And it was the exact same draft order, except Nico was slotted in fourth.
Sounds very fair to me. You know what they say, ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Shout out Bricks and Buckets.
Nice. Great plug.
So yeah, and it'll be one player at each position except left field and right field is combined for 2 corner outfield spots for each team. Then you get 3 starting pitchers, 2 relief pitchers, and a designated hitter. The designated hitter doesn't have to be a strict designated hitter. It can just be someone who played their season at the at any position and just put them in at the DH role. And along with that, so the premise of this draft is single seasons draft. That means best, you take the best season, you draft up a team for yourself. When one player is taken for their season, that means all that player's seasons are off the board. If I take 2018 Chris Davis, I cannot, no one else can take like 2017 Chris Davis or anything like that. That's the rules. So the audience knows. We all know. And so the audience knows. And yeah, I guess.
Can we also explain the Shohei Ohtani rule?
Yes. So for 2021 Shohei Ohtani, if you pick him, he takes up both your DH role and one of your starting pitcher roles. Just had that.
Does that mean you also lose a draft pick?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the last round you just don't get a draft pick. So I guess we are gonna get underway. So Rob, you were on the clock.
All right, this was kind of a difficult decision for me, not because I didn't know where to start looking, but I didn't know which one of Barry Bonds' seasons was truly the best. I think that the one that I'm going to go with is, in my opinion, the greatest, because I don't feel that anybody is going to hit 73 home runs ever again.
Wow.
In a single season.
Aaron Judge, though.
So
Aaron Judge.
I am going to go with 2001, slightly over 2004 Barry Bonds.
Who here
I would've
likes
gone-
2004 more?
2004
Anybody?
is way more aesthetically pleasing, no doubt.
2004 is unbelievable. I mean, just
609
looking at the
OBP.
OPS,
1422 OPS.
unbelievable. 120 intentional walks, just absolute monster. But 73 home runs, really, I took the word greatest into consideration. It's like taking the word valuable into MVP voting. I think that is truly the greatest season that Barry Bonds ever had. So give me 2001 Barry Bonds. 12 and a half WAR. I mean, come on.
All right. That is corner outfield spot off the board for Rob. I am, this is very parallel to the all-time draft where Rob took Barry Bonds with his first round pick. And with my first round pick, I took Babe Ruth. I will also be taking Babe Ruth in this draft. There are so many good Babe Ruth seasons to choose from. I'm going to choose the 1923 Babe Ruth season. He's listed as a corner outfielder. The rule for positioning is that you have to accumulate 50% of your games at a certain position. 1923 Babe Ruth didn't do that, but he was primarily a corner outfielder. He hit 393 that season with a 764 slugging, a 231 weighted runs created plus, 15 FWAR. He put up 15 wins that season above replacement. So I'm going to be taking 1923 Babe Ruth.
We got Ruth and Bonds off the board. That leads into my pick. First draft in which I don't have the last pick. So a pleasure. Although having back-to-back picks does have its perks, I will say. But so now I'm looking at two of the best seasons are off the board. So now I'm kind of looking at where the other gaps are. And I think far and away I have to go with Rogers Hornsby's 1924 at second base. There were not many second base seasons like Rogers Hornsby was able to have, and his best one was 1924. For further information, he had 12 and a half FWAR, 12.3 BWAR, a 222 OPS plus, and 221 weighted runs created plus. All right, so that means that Nico is on the board.
I just want to say that the biggest odds of Chris taking a season before like 1930 was 1-1. It was minus.
Yeah.
It was minus 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to like speak for Dan here, but I'm pretty sure when he took Babe Ruth, he was talking more about his pitching days with Boston.
I mean, Dan, don't you remember what Babe Ruth did that day?
He did that thing on that day.
He did that thing that
and they
day.
said he wouldn't do it.
And
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely did it in that year.
And you know what? It might have been in 1923.
It might have.
Where were you when Babe Ruth did the thing in 1923?
Like maybe.
Okay.
Maybe that day.
So my picks are gonna be with really just no real thought. I mean, I've got a board in front of me. I'm just picking what I want. So let's take 1967 Carl Yastrzemski.
Yes.
Wow.
Triple crown.
12 and a half BWAR.
Never forget the Sox lost Game 7.
Yeah, the impossible dream team, and had a 193 OPS plus and 194 weighted runs created plus. All right, Bono, your first round pick.
This is really tough, but I think I'm going to give it to the best pitching season of all time.
Stop. I want.
Year of the pitcher, 1968, Bob Gibson.
Solid.
I mean, I don't think anyone's ever gonna do anything as good, or even anywhere close.
What about on the softball field?
Softball field, your ERA plus, your WHIP, everything.
You gotta
through
account
the
for FIP.
roof.
I think
Through the
FIP
roof.
really matters in softball.
What's your FIP in softball? Like 15?
No,
Probably
I was
a lot of home runs.
Yeah.
Home runs really inflate your FIP.
Not
like a
too
lot.
many strikeouts.
Probably a decentish amount of walks.
Yeah.
Now, does Bono go back-to-back pitchers?
I believe I go back to back.
Are you going back-to-back pitchers though? That'd be cool.
I think I do go back to back pitchers, and back to back 1968 pitchers.
Mm.
I don't know why
way.
I don't know why I learned this name maybe like last year for some reason. I know he played for only 9 years.
Only
One
9 years.
MVP and one Cy Young this year. On the opposite side, the AL side, Denny McLain. I don't know why I knew his name for such a while, but like decent year, last 30 win pitcher, but I just think that's pretty amazing.
I mean, wins are
Got
important.
upstaged by Gibson that year.
Wins are the number one thing in baseball.
Exactly.
What are you trying to do?
You have to win. The pitcher
Yeah,
gets the
I mean,
wins.
it sucks that he has 6 losses, but
Mm.
the 1.96 ERA,
That's why Jacob DeGrom is just
41,
not good.
41 games started. DeGrom can't do that.
No, never. No.
Ruffs can't even start
40
the team
Yeah, I was gonna say
Hey, he comes back on Thursday.
for
Tuesday.
3 weeks.
Tuesday, look at that.
that's my Mets fan. All right. Let's go 1884 Pud Galvin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, Bono, you said year of the pitcher in 1968. The true year of the pitcher was 1884.
Hold my beer 20 war.
That's a great season.
Yeah, that's pretty that's pretty great.
Where were you in 1884? I remember where I was.
Yeah, so that leads to my pick. Feeling the pressure. I'm kind of between 2 options here.
Who?
Both
Say them
both
both.
pre-integration
Obviously.
seasons.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go.
All right, we're turning the draft clock on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just, you know what? For personal bias, and this is a shout out to our old intro because we're changing intros a little bit. But I referenced this season in the intro, so I'm talking about. I'm taking Hannes Wagner's 1908 legendary season, best shortstop season of all time. It's been 114 years and no one has done it better. Hannes Wagner's 1908 season.
Outstanding.
Cheers.
So I will be taking my ace. Bono said the greatest pitching season of all time, and I saw Rob get a little stressed out. And I think I'm going to be taking his pick here. I will be taking 1999 Pedro Martinez.
Yeah, bingo. That's okay though.
During the height of the steroid era, a 2.07 ERA, a 1.39 FIP, absurd, 11.6 F4, the highest F4 in a single season by a pitcher of all time. It's a pretty easy pick.
Hey, but Dan, did he break his toe pitching? I don't think so.
Maybe he did. And he never said it.
Can you argue that? Like he said it best right there. Also, who's on the clock?
That would be me.
Oh, no pressure. You got the room silent. We're all just waiting for your pick.
Absolutely no pressure. See, I thought that Dan was going to go in this direction when he said pitcher, just because I know that Dan loves him some Lefty Grove. So
Yep,
I
yep.
really thought that when Dan said,
I got to hear which one, though. I got to hear which one.
I mean, it's between 29 and 31, but for me, I got to go with 1931.
That's what I would have gone with as well.
I think it's the better season. I mean, he did win the MVP. His ERA plus was 2.17. That's unbelievable. 41 games, 27 of them complete games. Just an unbelievable season. And I really thought I was going to get Pedro because I thought you were going to go with Lefty Grove.
I talk about Pedro at the height of the steroid era. Lefty Grove just dominated in the middle of a random, really good offensive stretch for the league in the early 30s.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Outstanding.
Yeah, and then I'll go back to back and I'll take another corner outfielder in 1941, Ted Williams.
Mhm.
Who's that?
Last player to hit above 400 at 406. one of the great OPS plus seasons of all time. Just a fantastic player. Had many fantastic seasons that now nobody else can pick.
All right, so I'm back on the clock now. I'm gonna take another Yankee, and I'm gonna go, back to back, or not back to back, but Ruth, and then I'm gonna take Gehrig. 1927 Lou Gehrig, 373, 474, 765 slash line for a 209 weighted runs created plus 12.5 F4. The 1927 Yankees are just one of the most iconic teams of all time, and a lot of people love to talk about Ruth, but Lou Gehrig had a career year that year as well.
Dan, I can't find your name on the Google Doc. Which one's yours?
I
What
don't know.
What's your name on the Google Doc?
I don't know. I've been updating it, admittedly.
Yeah, I shook my head aggressively at that because that was what I was debating with was Lou Gehrig, 1927 Lou Gehrig and 1908 Hannes Wagner. And I thought I was going to be able to get both, but Daniel snuck it by me and grabbed it. So good on you. I think that was the correct pick for sure. All right, so now my next pick, I am going to go with I'll go with 1956 Mickey Mantle.
Yeah,
He won the Triple
all
Crown.
the Yankees are getting taken.
Yeah, he won the Triple Crown. He also had a 210 OPS plus, 202 weighted runs created plus, 11.5 F4, 11.2 E4. All right, next pick.
Now, when I said where were you guys in 1884, I really meant it because this season it really meant a lot to me. Like when you throw out these names, like I'm going to my favorite team, the Boston Bean Eaters, and I don't know about you guys, but I don't care about these wins. Like I care about dogs. 67 games started, 587 innings pitched, a war or a baseball reference war, saying it out loud, of 15. I honestly didn't know about this guy 15 minutes ago, but Charlie Buffington, did I say that right?
Yes, you
I
did.
mean, come on, I'm getting the best rotation.
That's a controversial 1884 pick. I just want to say that.
I gotta keep the rotation theme going.
There's another game out there for sure.
It is Bono's turn.
I only got one. I only got one guy right now, and it's really tough. It's really tough. He played a few games at first. He played a few games at catcher. Played a handful of games on the outfield. It's my main guy. One of Nico's picks in the all-time draft.
Oh,
1881 Cap Anson.
Nick, can you just have this draft video? Can we just do it in black and white at this point? I mean,
I'm gonna look at Cap Anson and see the most games he played at one position, and then I'll put him there.
where did they put him in the all-time draft? First base?
Definitely first base.
Yeah.
1981, he played 84 games in first
1981?
base. Sorry, 1881. 1981, he was
Very dead.
No,
Very
he's probably still in the league. Just at that veteran time. He's in AAA. Like at the end of his career.
I don't think he would like the league right now.
still getting paid by the Mets.
All right, back to back, dude. No pressure. We let you talk for like 30 seconds. So if you do it quick, then
Dang.
you sit there.
Hold on. I gotta look this one up. Give me a quick second. I have one other guy in mind.
Now back me up here. I think it is the most frustrating thing in the world when, like, an example where you're the second to last pick and there's literally only one person picking between you, and then they take your guy. That's
Well, no one's gonna take my guy, or no one's gonna take your guy right now, because like this guy played in 1886.
Oh, okay, you didn't say 84.
1886. This is my DH. I'm already going there. I'm not
I think I know what
necessarily
you're picking.
picking. I'm not necessarily picking players that I think did amazing, because well, personally, I think this is the greatest individual season, one of the greatest. 1886, Detroit Wolverines, my man, my brother, Dan Brothers.
Our brother.
You had to do it.
I had to.
It's your guy.
It's my guy. I had to.
You know, like when we did the I haven't heard that name in years draft, we in the first round we all didn't pick Mike Pelfrey because we knew that was Chris's guy and we had to save him for Chris. You can't pick a Dan Brothers season until Bono does. That's his guy.
All right.
He's just my guy.
Let me keep this theme going. I know you guys were upset. I went Buffington before him, but like old Haas, like, come on. I gotta get this rotation. Like,
you gotta get old Haas.
Like, think about it. These three guys pitched in the same season. Like you really should have been there in 1884. You really should have been there.
He won 60 games.
Exactly. It's all about the win.
He won 59.
Three guys from 1884.
Three guys who are their own rotation in a 3-man rotation.
You don't even need relievers with them in your rotation.
Can I like take?
You don't even need 2 other starters in that rotation.
No. Come on, I still got some studs from 84 that deserve to get drafted. Like,
not if I take one of them next round.
You better then.
Chris is taking all of them.
Yeah. I'll take everybody. All right. So now it's my pick. I'm gonna go corner outfield, and I'm gonna take Stan the Man, his 1948 season in which he had 11.1 F4, 11.3 B WAR, a 200 OPS plus, and a 201 weighted runs created plus. So shout out Stan the Man.
All right, so I'm gonna have to stick with 1884 and go with the one guy who has potential to rake against Nico's rotation. Proven. Shout out to the Union Association. I'm going with 1884 Fred Dunlap, second baseman of the St. Louis Maroons, who slashed 412, 448, 621 for a 214 weighted runs created plus and 10.2 F4. One of the most dominant seasons of all time. If you go on StatHead and you look at the all-time OPS plus, it's like Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, Fred Dunlap, Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds.
Yeah,
it's such an easy pick, and I know who my 3 hitter is going to be when I play Nico for sure.
Nice. So that brings it to me for 2, correct?
Yeah.
All right. I am going to start off by going with 1998 Mark McGwire. Gotta love my steroids, guys. I mean, between him and Bonds and I was gonna do Pedro, but I guess now I'm with Lefty. Steroid era guys really just hit home for me. 1998 Mark McGwire, 216 OPS plus, 70 home runs, 162 walks, all led the league. I don't think that there's many other first baseman seasons not named Lou Gehrig that are better than that. I consider Jeff Bagwell as well. There's a freebie out there for everybody else. My second one, I was thinking about it for a long time. Which one I want to do from this player. I really hate that this player is going to be on my team, but I kind of have to take 2007 Alex Rodriguez.
As my third baseman?
As my third baseman.
That's going to wreck a lot of people's draft boards.
Why is that?
Because a lot of shortstop seasons out there for him.
That's true.
Does Rob have not only like the youngest team, but the only living team?
Well, I have Pedro.
Oh, Lefty Grove and Ted Williams, so that's over 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take those 2.
All right. Let's
anticipation.
See here. Yeah, I am. I don't know what I'm gonna do right now.
That sucks. Draft clock.
Wanna skip?
All right. You know what? I will. I am going to go with another pitcher. I've already got a righty in Pedro. I'm going to take a lefty. I'm going to take one of the best FIP seasons ever. I'm going to take 1972 Steve Carlton, in which he threw 346 in the 3rd innings, had a sub-2 ERA, a FIP just above 2, 11.1 F4. Just an outstanding season. And I'm taking 1972 Carlton.
Yeah. 1972 Steve Carlton, it works for both wins above replacement, and that's almost rare with
Yeah.
when you're looking like back at these seasons. All right, so that leads to my pick, my fifth pick right now. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, fifth overall pick from Team Chris. So I have my shortstop, I have a second baseman, corner outfielder, center fielder. Really rounding out this field here. And yeah, I guess I could go with a starting pitcher here. And it's hard to get better than this particular season. It's Walter Johnson's 1913. I mean, just on all fronts, it's fantastic. 346 innings pitched, 259 ERA plus, 1.90 FIP, 15.1 B WAR. It's the most B WAR in a season in the modern era, and 8.5 F WAR. So I'm gonna go 1913 Walter Johnson. Nico.
I should have been paying attention that it was my pick. So am I taking a player that should not be going anywhere near this high? 100%. But am I taking arguably the best reliever season of all time? You tell me. 328 ERA plus, 1977 Bruce Sutter.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
I don't want anyone to know my next pick. That's all I'm playing here.
Never let him know your next move.
Never.
Yeah, Bono.
That's funny because I was gonna take him.
You actually?
Yeah. So I don't know what to do now. Let's do a weird pick. Let's do Robin Yount, 1982.
Damn it.
Good pick.
It's a solid pick.
And then, yeah, solid year.
That's all the metrics you really need, dude.
Yeah, he was good. He was just good. He's good at baseball. He does it well.
Yeah, he did his thing.
He had that
a
dog
good
in him.
He
had a
had
yeah.
he had
I'm
9.8
not
F4,
thinking off the top of my head.
10.6 yeah.
Also, my computer's really slow right now because I have a bunch of tabs open, so this is not helping me.
What did you say? 2020 Billy McKinney?
Ooh, that might be a good one. Might be a good one. I might need to take that one. I'll do. You know what? I'll round out my starting rotation. Which Yankee do I want? Do I want a Met or do I want a not Yankee? Which New Yorker? Do I want a Met or do I want a Yankee?
Jim McCormick's 1884 season is still on the board.
I want like everyone to pitch in. Do I want a Met or do I want a Yankee?
When do you ever want a Yankee?
You're right. Either way, I want one right now.
You want 2022? You want 2022 Jose Trevino, right?
Oh, that might be a great pick.
Can I take 2022 Joey Gallo, but only in the month of July?
That or one of my cousins, right? That's what you're thinking.
I'll take Ron Guidry, 1978.
Solid.
All right, kind of a boring pick here. Jimmy Fox has not been taken, correct?
No.
He's
All
not.
right. Then I will take I'll take 1932 Jimmy Fox.
It's the correct pick.
Damn it. See, I'm messing up.
Ron
right.
Guidry, elite on MLB The Show.
Yeah, against the CPU maybe.
So maybe I'll go with another corner outfielder. I'll go the most modern so far, I think. Yeah, I'll go the most modern so far, and I'll take 2018 Mookie Betts.
Probably the earliest season we'll have.
Yeah. He had over 10 wins above replacement on both websites, 30 stolen bases, OPS plus, and weighted runs created plus in the mid 180s. I like it. Daniel.
I have a genuine question for you all. how much would you guys weigh the pandemic season?
Don't take one. Second.
In this draft,
No,
I-
no, no. I'm
I-
not thinking about it. It's just like how much would you actually weigh it?
like the Dodgers
Probably
World
on a
Series or
scale.
like individual performances.
Nico.
What was that, Dan?
Like the Dodgers World Series or like the individual performance.
Individual performance.
It depends on the case.
Trevor Bauer.
What does Nico say? I didn't
For
hear.
ERA plus.
Oh,
Well,
Insert Jeopardy music.
Yeah. All right, who's up?
so
Wait, who?
Daniel. Yeah.
I'm up.
Jeez, his Wi-Fi's working. He's still not reacting.
I'm here.
Damn, see, not good.
What a shame.
Chris, you just took. Oh yeah, you took
2018 with
you took Mookie Betts. Yeah. I'm going to take my center fielder. I guess this is another more modern season, not as modern as 2018 Mookie Betts, but I'm going to be taking 1990 Ricky Henderson. Yeah, that was the year he hit 28 home runs just out of nowhere. He had a 190 weighted runs created plus, over 10 F4. It was his best season. He won an MVP that year. The A's were a machine that year, except for when they faced the Reds in the World Series.
I'm going under review here. I'm looking to see if he is a center fielder, and if he's not, it's not a problem because
Yeah, I'll just put him as a corner outfielder then.
Chris Gianta's throwing the challenge flag.
I'm just for the integrity of the draft. I'm taking a look here.
I appreciate it.
1990, Ricky Henderson played 118 games in left field,
Okay,
and all the other ones at DH. So
all right, throw him in corner outfield then.
The
No
hell
problem.
flag is out. Dan,
What's up?
I'm so sorry. I feel you're gonna like my team better than your team after this, just based
Yeah.
on players alone. I mean, you have to know what I'm going with that for the apology. Give me 1901 Nap.
That's correct. I thought about it, but I took Fred Dunlap at second.
I mean, it makes sense, but I'll
does.
take 1901 Nap as my second baseman
was-
all day
it was an
long.
incredible
Led the
season,
league with
but-
14 home runs. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That was the Nap season I had on the board.
Yeah.
There's
I mean-
that 1904 and 1910.
Such a crazy display of power. I just don't think could go unnoticed. With my second pick, I am going to go back to the modern well, and I'm going to go with 19. Oh, see, between 90. How much weight do we put in the 1994 season? Same deal.
Definitely way more than the pandemic. It was only like 20, or it was only like what, 40 games missed.
Yeah,
50
I'm
games
talking about a guy who started 25 games versus 28 in the season that I was going to pick him in if I didn't take him in this one. So I will definitely take 1994 Greg Maddox. I don't know if anyone thought I was going Tony Gwynn there when I said 94, but for me, Greg Maddox had one of the best pitching seasons of all time cut short. Which, I mean, I think it's very reasonable to think he would have continued it, considering that in 1995 he had the second best season of his career and one of another top 10 pitching seasons ever. But so yeah, I'm confident with 1994 Greg Maddox. If anyone wants to throw the challenge flag on that, then we
I would like to hear Chris's opinion on this as the local Greg Maddox expert.
yeah, it's fine.
You're cool with that.
Yeah.
If not, we can just make the 4 or 5, and I'm just as okay with that.
Yeah,
It's definitely a toss-up between those two. Should we make this the
exactly.
last pick before we end the Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to make it quick
Ooh.
then.
He says make it quickly. He's got a minute and a half. Oh my lord.
Yeah. All right. I'm pretty sure this guy was actually a center fielder. I'm gonna take 1911 Ty Cobb.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
So now it is my turn again. I've taken, yeah, this is my 7th pick. So I figure I'll go to the hot corner. The hot corner is an interesting position, but ultimately I'm going to go with George Brett's 1980. Even though he missed a lot of games due to injury, he still hit 390. He still had over 9 F WAR and B WAR, a 203 OPS plus, and a 198 weighted runs created plus. So George Brett, 1980. So Nico.
1912 Tris Speaker.
Yeah.
That was the quickest pick ever. It's no introduction, no explanation. Just
I'm gonna pull one from Bono here. He's good. Like I remember I was watching his film yesterday. The kid's got wheels. It's a pretty solid pick.
He and yeah, for sure.
Have to agree. Bono.
Pretty great. Let's do my computer would load. 2000, and if I can look this up, if my computer will actually work. I think it's 2003. Eric Gagne, I think it's 2003. I'm not 200% sure. I just need this computer to load so I can actually look it up.
I think you're talking about 2007.
Yeah. Yeah, 2007 when he was a Red Sox legend.
Yeah, he got the biggest win of all, the World Series. Are you kidding me?
Champion.
Yeah.
It is 2000 and something.
It was 03.
Sounds like we're back to square one.
It was 03.
Yeah.
I mean, that was his best season. I don't know if that's the one you're going for.
Yes, his Cy Young. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my second pick is going to be. Wow, this is a tough one. Let's do 19.
Yeah. Good choice.
1973 John Hiller.
All right. Back-to-back relievers.
Back-to-back relievers. No more pitching. Don't want to think about it.
Pitching's overrated, man.
I woke up today and I was in a little bit of a 1914 Eddie Collins mood. So that's what we're going with right now. 1914.
Damn, you really
Chris,
didn't pick 1909?
1973.
You really
There
didn't pick
you go.
1909?
Wait, am I still on the clock? No, you know what? No. Give me 1914.
All right.
Listen, we're about this on base percentage. Slugging 0.002 higher as well. How can you not?
Okay.
That works. That works. So Nico goes 1914 Eddie Collins. I have most of my field sorted out. I guess I'll take the first catcher off the board, which is overwhelmingly the best offensive season by a catcher ever. So I'm going with 1997 Mike Piazza. When his last year, I believe his last year with the Dodgers. So Mike Pizza, he's going to be my catcher.
So
Bono
I'm
has
going to
left the
round
Zoom.
up. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying Bono has left the Zoom. The pizza man has been taken from the Mets fan.
Very unfortunate. I'm going to round out my middle infield here. 1884 Fred Dunlap was, of course, a hit. I'm going with the guy who should have won MVP. I would have, if I was living in 1935, I would have lit myself on fire to protest Arky Vaughan not winning National League MVP. We're talking 385, 491, 607 slash line, a 194 weighted runs created plus 9.6 FWAR. The guy who won MVP in 1935 had half the B WAR. Like what? Like did the BBWA even looking at Baseball Reference in 1935? Like what was the excuse? Either way, I am taking 1935 Arky Vaughan as my shortstop. I have no doubt about that one for sure.
Yeah, that for first two shortstop seasons are off the board. It's Hannes Wagner, it's Arky Vaughan, and I guess next shortstop will probably be like Clint Barmas.
That's a name I haven't heard in years.
Yeah.
Sandy Koufax, what are we doing here? How is Sandy Koufax still on the board this late in the draft?
Oh, damn. He's not from 1884. If he was, he would have been.
He's
mine.
not from 1884, but he was from 1966. So I'll take 1966 Sandy Koufax for sure. My pick next. I mean, I have two guys that I think are really gonna slide. So, I'm gonna give me 1 second, and I think that I'm gonna save both of them for a moment. And no, I'm just gonna take my catcher now, even though I think he'll slide because I think there's a couple other catching seasons that I think people will go with before this one, but I just want it because it's so cool. Give me 2009 Joe Mauer.
That's sick.
That's a good. That's a good.
That's what I'm saying. Just cool, right? Could have
That's-
gone Johnny Bench. Could have gone, Gary Carter. Whatever. No, I want Joe Mauer. Give me that.
Joe Mauer gets no love all time, but we ain't
No
talking.
love. Led the league in OPS that year as a
Had
catcher.
a 365 batting average as a catcher.
Also led the league.
Yeah.
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 So cool, right?
Then he went on to be cover of MLB The Show. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, my team leads the league in coolness because of Joe Mauer.
That's
Swag.
true.
If
Shout
Dan
out to
Brothers,
the,
get wrecked.
shout out New Britain Rock Cats.
Get wrecked. No, he's right.
Shout out New Britain Rock Cats.
Who's on the clock?
That would be me.
That's Daniel.
I am going to also take a catcher. I'm going to take the highest F4 in a catcher season of all time. The reason Miguel Cabrera did not win the Major League Triple Crown, I'm going with 2012 Buster Posey.
Joe Mauer was cooler.
That's fair.
Way cooler. That's okay. Buster's pretty damn
Buster
cool.
Posey came back from getting wrecked, like Bono would like to say, by a base runner.
That's mean. You shouldn't say things like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That leads to me, where I have no idea where to go from here. I think I'll go starting pitcher because I've only taken one so far. And I didn't even rank my starting pitcher seasons. They're all just very random. I'll go with right when Roger Clemens started taking steroids, he had a bomb season with the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays Roger Clemens is something to behold, and he had a fantastic 1997 where he had 11.9 BWAR, 10.7 FWAR, 2.22 ERA plus, and 2.25 FIP in the steroid era. I mean, he was on steroids, but the steroid era. So yeah, Roger Clemens, 1997 is where I'll go.
You have a 1997 battery.
Yes, I do. I mean, they're going to be in the clubhouse sticking needles in each other all day.
A 1884 rotation. Like, come on.
That's Nico. Nico's turn.
All right. I really was gonna save 2012 Middlebrooks for my last pick. Like I honestly was. And then little old 1953 Al Rosen decided to just
God damn it.
just showed up. He just showed up. So
I was gonna take that as a meme pick.
So sorry, Middlebrooks. Honorary pick, but yeah, Al Rosen, welcome to the team.
I was
Al
gonna take him
Rosen,
last round, but I was like, there's no way anyone else is taking him.
Al Rosen, like I was looking at all these B-War, F-War leaders in a third base season, and Al Rosen had a fascinating career. I'll say that. And just a
0 to
random
100 real quick.
random MVP quality season in 1953. Bono.
I would like another Al.
That's it.
Okay. Sounds good.
1930. Al, is it Simmons or Simons? Which one are we
Simmons.
going for? Simmons? Al Simmons.
Can we all
1930.
pick L's now?
Alex.
I would
Yes.
like Al Leiter off the board.
I know who Chris
Now my
next pick is gonna be.
second pick. It's
can you
gonna be
not?
George Brett.
Oh.
That was already taken.
Yeah.
He's already taken, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris-
Oh, I guess I didn't read. I guess you can forfeit that pick now. Who do I pick now?
I guess it's
Can I
outlier. Ball don't lie.
can I pick?
Yeah.
Okay, line.
No. Dick Allen,
Yeah.
1966.
That counts as an L. The streak continues.
That's true. That's very true.
Oh no. Am I
There's
gonna
still
ruin
time
it?
to take out later.
Oh no, I am gonna ruin it. Oh wait. Oh no, it's not even close. All right. Give me Theodore. Is it Abernathy? 1967?
Did you know there was 2 Theodore Abernathys to play in the MLB?
Well, in 1967, he only had 28 saves, but had an ERA plus of 2.99. How about that?
How about that?
See, Bono and I have the right ideas. You got to get the pen early. Got to get the rotation early.
Bono, I don't know if we can put Dick Allen anywhere on the team because first base and DH are taken on your roster.
Did he not play third base? Did this
played 2
website
games.
trick me?
He played 2 games at third base, and are you which season are you going with again?
Bono, Dick won't fit.
66?
Oh, never mind. Oh, my bad. Yeah, he played most. Yeah, he played most of his games in 66. My bad. I thought you picked 72.
Never mind. Dick fits.
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
Damn it, Chris.
Never mind.
19666. God damn it, Chris.
All right. So Nico took Ted Abernathy.
What year?
1944.
No, 1967.
Man, I am lost here. So I guess I'll go with my DH pick. Like it didn't he wasn't strictly a DH, but I'm going to use him as a DH because you can. Won the Triple Crown this year, had a 195 weighted runs created plus. 1966 Frank Robinson.
That's a
All
good
right.
pick.
Daniel.
Yes, I am going to. What do I have? I need. No one wrote 2012 Buster Posey.
Oh, whoops.
It's all right.
Do it yourself.
So I need a third baseman at DH. Okay.
That's funny. I didn't ask.
Okay. I'm going to round out my infield and take another somewhat modern season. I'm going to take 2004 Adrian Beltre with the Dodgers.
Wow.
9.7 F4.
I think it's absolutely hilarious how the most recent person to play for Nico's team was 1977.
That's Bruce Sutter.
Yeah. And then there's 2 1967s, and then it's just like 1800s. Please give me 2005 Mariano Rivera.
You asked so nicely.
I'm asking very nicely.
Yeah.
I mean, not like at this point anybody could stop me, I don't think, but I will definitely still take him for sure. And then you can follow that up just because I'm so confident that my shortstop's not going to get taken. You can follow that up with 1974 Sparky Lyle.
All right, now I'm literally just gonna look for shortstops.
Take 2
I already took
advanced
one.
relievers back to back.
I am going to round out my rotation. I cannot believe Randy Johnson is still on the board. And it was very hard for me to pick a season, and I went with 2001. He had a 2.49 ERA and a 2.13 FIP, over 10 F4 in almost 250 innings pitched for the World Series champion Arizona Diamondbacks. It was one of the 4 consecutive Cy Young awards he won. And I thought 2001 was the one that stood out the most.
Solid.
Cool.
Cool story. Yeah, we'll put that in. 2001. Randy Johnson. My turn. I have First base. At first base, starting pitcher, and both reliever spots open.
Chris Carter
Um,
can still be taken.
Chris Carter can still be taken. Yeah. For my pick, I'll go with. There's a lot of starting pitcher options for sure for many different reasons. Actually, I'll go reliever. 1990, Dennis Eckersley. He had 73 and a third innings pitched, 0.61 ERA, 1.34 FIP, and he was 48 out of 50 in save opportunities. So I'll go 1990, Dennis Eckersley. Who we got? Nico?
Now I'm trying to really think about who Rob's shortstop could have been. And it's not the
He
one.
made a center fielder too, and a DH. So don't sweat it.
It's not the one that I was even looking at. And Archie Vaughn was taken, correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought. I'm really curious now to know who it is. I mean, I feel like I don't know if I don't even know if I want to do that. Oh my God.
You have 2 picks before him.
I know that's a problem. All right. Just to keep the theme of guys because
Named Al.
Cal Ripken is a little too young for me.
Al Ripken.
Let's go 1948. Lou, you gotta help
Boudreaux.
me. Boudreaux, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 1948.
You
Yeah.
guessed.
That's
4.
actually a pretty good pick.
That was, yeah.
Was that anywhere close on the radar, Rob?
No.
Really?
Like era, person.
No.
So
None
then
of
it has to be 2012 Pedro Siriaco. Like,
Damn it.
To the intro.
It's actually I haven't decided on the year yet, but I'll give you it. It is Kevin Newman.
dope.
I don't know what to pick. Can be honest with you.
It's not like you
I
looked
will
at
do
everybody.
1997 Larry Walker.
Great pick.
You want to talk about an MLB The Show legend? Love me, Larry Walker.
And then
His 167 weighted runs created plus is deflated by Coors.
Yes.
And then I will take a person named, if anyone has him, I just want to double check, make sure I don't mess up again. I'll take Joe Morgan, 1976.
That's really good. Yeah.
1938. It's me, right?
Yeah.
1938 Melot.
What position did he play?
DH.
Okay. That's fair.
I also find it so funny how initially we were like, here's all the stats, this is how we're doing it. And now we're just like, here's the pick. He was good.
Yeah.
Analysis just goes down.
We'll trust it. We'll trust it for sure. So yeah, that leads to my third to last pick. I will keep it with the relievers and go 2012 Craig Kimbrell, who had a 101 ERA and a .78 FIP and 62 and 2/3 innings pitched, while going 42 out of 45 in save opportunities. So shout out to 2012 Craig Kimbrell.
All right, I'm gonna keep it going with relievers. I wanted to do some sort of goofy pick, and 1953 Al Rosen was on the top of that list, but unfortunately that was taken. So I'm gonna go with my second option for a meme pick. This could end up being a horrible pick. It's definitely gonna be the riskiest pick in the entire draft, no doubt. I'm gonna go with 2022 Edwin Diaz.
Ooh,
That's so sicko mode. Play the
Yeah.
trumpets, Dan.
18,
Way cooler than
18
Joe
strikeouts per
Maddox.
9. As of right now, the most strikeouts per 9 in a reliever season. 52.5% K rate, 45% K rate minus walk rate. This move could suck. He could have like an 11 ERA in the next 2 months, and I just picked a terrible reliever. But I'm going with 2022 Edwin Diaz.
No, that's sweet. That's very cool.
That was dope. I didn't think we were getting anybody past bets, but here we are.
Yeah.
I will definitely take 1965 Willie Mays as my center fielder.
Great
He
pick.
went late.
I'm kind of shocked that he's still there.
Yeah.
And then for my second one, I'm gonna go with 1999 Manny Ramirez.
DH.
The DH pick.
Yeah, my DH. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty
Not
solid.
my shortstop.
Yeah, Manny Ramirez at the captain of the infield, Manny Ramirez.
Mhm.
Daniel.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick from the heart here, no doubt. I have a DH left on the board, and I'm gonna take a true DH. I'm gonna take 1995 Edgar Martinez, a 185 OPS plus, an OPS over 1100. The double, of course, in on October 8th of 1995 in Game 5 of the American League Division Series. Yeah, I'm going with 1995 Edgar.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Daniel has an Edgar Martinez jersey. No one knew. For my pick, I have first base open, and I'll take everyone's second favorite St. Louis Brown, George Sisler in 1920, who he had 257 hits and also a 182 OPS plus, and 176 weighted runs created plus, and 42 stolen bases as a first baseman, 9.9 F4, 9.8 WAR. So 1920 George Sisler, welcome to Team Chris.
Yeah, there's a St. Louis Browns season that now that you mentioned it, that was very much left out. And I know what everyone's favorite St. Louis Browns season is, and it's this one.
Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
Yeah.
It happened a century ago.
True.
Yeah. Shout out to 1922 Ken Williams, the first ever 30-30 season. No one else did it for another 30 years.
Yes.
That's a free
Nico.
pick if anyone wants it.
Nico.
Am I on the board?
On the board. Yeah, Nico, you're getting drafted. I'm taking 2013 Little League Nico Fiscella.
Fantastic choice.
Yeah, it is your pick.
Oh, all right. 1906 George Stone.
Yes. That guy.
He
I
was a
found
guy.
Supposedly.
He was a guy, not a big fan of paper, hard as a rock. He took care of things.
Dude.
I have two picks left, right?
Whoever takes George Scissors is so screwed when they play you.
Can we talk about this 1906 season? Mopped the floor across
He
the
led in the
board.
entire quadruple slash line. George Stone.
No one untouchable.
Yeah. Another St. Louis Brown. Bono.
It's my final two picks, right?
Yep.
So my first one, 1993 Baltimore Oriole catcher Chris Hoyles? Something.
Chris Foyles.
Hoyas? Bulldogs?
Hoyles?
You know, it's a good all-time pick when you don't know how to pronounce the guy's name.
Hoyles?
Hoyles. Let's take a look at Chris Hoyles.
And then this last pick. Let's do a fun one. Let's do a kind of stupid one. Let's do this will load again. Let's do this loads. I'm sorry. This is loading.
For Chris Hoyles, is that 1993 you said?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do a fun pick. Let's do a 2017 center fielder Let's do Charlie Blackmon for fun here.
That all right. Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
That is definitely the coolest pick of the draft.
So Mike Trout is available,
Yeah, your point?
and you went with 2017 Charlie Blackmon.
Chuck nasty.
Fourth place on the MVP voting.
Which one do you want? Charlie Blackmon or do you want Cody Bellinger? Which one do you want? I think
Same
Charlie
difference. They both
Blackmon.
finished fourth in the MVP voting in 2017. Like, I don't know why one is superior to the other.
Yeah, geez.
Oh, sorry. So wait. So Bono made this is my final pick, right? We're off the board.
Yeah, you need a catcher.
Chris, I don't know if this is if this is like allowed because it's a small sample size. But am I allowed to take 1937 Josh Gibson?
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah,
Pick.
yeah. He played all his games at catcher, I would assume.
I don't know how the team chemistry is going to be between he and Tris Speaker, but
I mean, he was able to do it with Cap Anson in the last draft, so
that's true.
Hey, I have Cap Anson and Dick Allen. So,
True.
So with my last pick, I have a starting pitcher available, and if you're gold, get out of the way, because 1888 Silver King is
King.
coming at you.
Yeah, the third best F4 season of all time, I believe.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
threw 584 and 2/3 innings, a 195 ERA plus, 238 FIP, 14.7 BWAR, and 11.1 F4.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Watch out for Silver King. All right.
You ready, Nico?
Daniel.
oh yes, what is it?
Oh, it's not me. Hold on. You have to wait again.
Oh boo.
All right. I have a reliever left on the board. I have a couple names in mind. And
Jumbo Diaz. Career.
I mean that is one of them, spoiler. I
Drew
mean
Smith, first month, 2022.
Jumbo Diaz.
yes. You know what? I'm gonna go with a
Awful.
guy that you just want to have this guy on your team for big moments. I'm going with 2016 Zack Britton. You know, playoff time, go do or die game. You need that guy out there.
Need
You
him
that
in
guy
a
on your
one-game
team.
elimination.
Yeah, for sure. I
That's
mean, I
fine.
think you all know an 0.54 ERA, one of the highest ground ball rates in any season in history. You want Zack Britton from 2016 on your team.
Hell of an MLB The Show card.
Mhm.
Hell of an MLB The Show card. Ridiculous to hit, but whatever.
All right. Now for Mr. Irrelevant.
What is that shortstop?
I mean, it's the best shortstop from the Boston-New York area from about 1997 to 2003.
Okay.
It's Nomar Garciaparra in 2000. Give it to me.
It,
Give
all
it
right.
to me.
I should have, I thought Lou, I thought Cal,
Give me Nomar in 2000. I don't want to hear it. I saw it and I stopped looking for shortstops. Give me Nomar in 2000.
Yeah.
It's a valid pick.
Nico wasn't thinking beyond the 1960s, so that's where he fell.
That's true. He
I was gonna say
probably-
you got him where you got him exactly where you wanted him when Nico's the guy looking for your picks.
Yeah, that's true.
I love my team. I
It's
love
like
this
it's like the
team.
dark web. It's like he doesn't even know that this exists.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, Nomar? Who's that?
Yeah, he was calling on his rotary phone trying to see what shortstop you were going to be taking.
My team is very modern.
I
did
went
not
Cap
expect that.
Anson, Dan
I think
Brothers
Rob definitely
back
has
to
the most
back.
guys that are still alive.
For sure.
Yeah,
Off the
look at
top
all
of my
these
head.
2000 guys.
Is Bruce Sutter alive? Should be.
Probably.
Maybe.
Should be.
I mean, it
He
helps
definitely
that
should be
our-
alive.
It would be a shame if he wasn't.
Yeah, my oldest season is 1931 Lefty Grove. Nico
That
has
went all
and
live
under.
ball era.
yeah.
Wow.
I
love how-
I only went
I'm looking
with
at
one
my
Jets ball
team.
era season.
I'm looking at my team. Denny McLean, 31 wins, 1968. 3 years later, 22 losses.
Just like Rick Porcello.
Yeah. Bruce Sutter confirmed still alive.
Only one, unless Ted is. I gotta talk about Ted.
Ted Simmons.
No, he died.
Oh damn. Rest
You
in
know what we
peace.
should have done, Chris? You and I should have just tried to
I looked
only
it
go
up.
with guys referenced in the broadcast in Game 2 of the ALDS last year.
Yeah,
I'm
It's
thinking
really
the great
sad
Ted
that we-
Simmons. I got Connie Mack as my manager.
yeah. Burt Blyleven was on
Burt
the. He was
Blyleven.
actually on the board, so I will say that.
We should do an all Al draft.
I mean, do we have any ideas for episode 250?
Seriously, I want to do a dead ball draft. I mean, maybe we've already done it.
Seasons are just overall, like from 1870
Overall.
to 1911 or
Overall.
1919.
I
Okay.
mean, Chris, were
would
you
be
happy with
all
my
over it.
picks? Did you enjoy this?
I was beyond happy.
I also think that like have we had just a standard not for like a big milestone, but have we had just a standard just draft?
Like current players. We had one off air a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was us four.
Yeah, Rob was the judge.
yeah, I do
What if
remember
we
that.
did a bloopers draft?
What does that mean? Like a
Like-
worst like you try to build the worst team?
No, as in like you just like not really team based, but like if because I don't know, I might not be a straight up team, but like you tell me like those best moments, like just the random stuff that happens on a baseball field. Like I
Chris
don't know why.
Coughlin.
Like
We're
Kevin
gonna
Mitchell
break it
with the
down even
bare
more.
hand.
Today we did single seasons draft. Now we're doing single day draft.
Oh my
I'm
god.
taking Scooter Jeanette that one day in 2017.
Mhm.
Sebi,
second baseman.
what's its name? Sebi Zavella or whatever that catcher's name
Debbie
is.
Savala.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you guys got a solid 50 episodes to think about it. So
We do. The one I suggested to Chris was like the most recent expansion era teams all-time draft. So we take all-time Rays, Marlins, Rockies, and Diamondbacks.
I love that.
They're the 4 most recent teams. We do an all-time draft of people who played for those teams, and it's like it's only their time. So like if you can take Zack Greinke, but you only get his Diamondbacks tenure.
Love it.
ooh. What about the Al draft?
The Al draft is possible. Can it
Al
be like
draft is-
Al anywhere in the name? Like Larry Walker's available?
Like Abraham Almonte?
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
say it just has to say like Al somewhere, like an Almonte.
Yeah. But like, does it have to be at the start of a name? Like Larry Walker is just in the middle of it.
No, it doesn't say Al and Walker.
You gotta hear the Al.
Like
You gotta
Dick
hear that.
Allen.
Yeah.
Like Dick Allen, Al Rosen,
that's cool.
Al
That's fine.
Simmons,
Al Spalding.
Yeah.
Albert Almora Jr.
Yep.
Oh, Albert
Yep.
Almora's got to be like a double pick.
Mhm.
goes first.
You gotta get, like, double points for
Towels
that.
Hill. Just draft it.
Albert Pujols didn't
Mhm.
get taken this draft.
Yeah, I almost took him, but
I
said
texted
Stephen
Chris. I
Otto.
was like, you could mess up so many draft boards by taking 2003 Albert Pujols as an outfielder.
I
True.
thought about it. I did think about that one, to be
Nice.
honest, because I'm Chris.
You are
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Bono's.
How did
Bono's
nobody
Chris
take
and I'm
Mike Trout?
Bono.
Nobody did take Mike Trout. That was
I
definitely.
took Charlie Blackman.
You took Charlie Blackmon. That might have been my favorite pick of the draft.
If there was one name I did not expect to see, I think.
I love that, by the way.
Up there.
Bono's very prepared for the expansion teams draft. He's got Larry Walker and Charlie Blackmon.
Yeah. Yeah. No one.
Number 1
took-
overall pick, Tyler Gilbert.
Yes.
Single days
What
draft.
year did you take Charlie Blackman?
2017.
2017.
It was his best year.
Yeah. Come on.
It's no George Stone, but it'll play.
What?
Hey, 1,000.
So I'm gonna have to cut in here. As you can see, the other 4 people in the draft are not here. That is because my Zoom account, it only goes 40 minutes at a time, and we were coming up on 40 minutes for the second half of the episode. So I didn't want to hold anyone too long and have to reinvite everybody. And that is why originally we did not talk about the teams in whole. So that's where I come in. So we'll start with Rob's team. At catcher, he's got 2009 Joe Mauer. At first base, 1998 Mark McGuire. Second base, 1901 Nap Lajoie. Third base, 2007 Alex Rodriguez. Shortstop, 2000 Nomar Garcia-Parra. At corner outfield, he's got 2001 Barry Bonds and 1941 Ted Williams. And then at center field, 1965, Willie Mays. At DH, 1999, Manny Ramirez. His 3 starting pitchers are 1931, Lefty Grove, 1994, Greg Maddox, and 1966, Sandy Koufax. And his relief pitchers are 2005, Mariano Rivera, and 1974, Sparky Lyle. Then with Daniel's team, you have 2012 Buster Posey at catcher, 1927 Lou Gehrig at first base, 1884 Fred Dunlap at second base, 2004 Adrian Beltre at third base, 1935 Archie Vaughn at shortstop. In his corner outfield spots are 1923 Babe Ruth and 1990 Ricky Henderson. And in center field is 1911 Ty Cobb, and his designated hitter is Edgar Martinez. And then his 3 starting pitchers are 1999 Pedro Martinez, 1972 Steve Carlton, and 2001 Randy Johnson. His relief pitchers are 2022 Edwin Diaz and 2016 Zack Britton. Now onto my team, Team Chris. At catcher, 1997 Mike Piazza. At first base, we have 1920 George Sisler. Second base is 1924 Rogers Hornsby. At third base, 1980 George Brett. At shortstop, 1908 Hannes Wagner. The corner outfield spots will be occupied by 1948 Stan Musial and 2018 Mookie Betts. Center field is 1956 Mickey Mantle. Designated hitter is 1966 Frank Robinson. And my 3 starting pitchers are 1913 Walter Johnson, 1997 Roger Clemens, and 1888 Silver King. Had to do it. And my 2 relief pitchers are going to be 1990 Dennis Eckersley and 2012 Craig Kimbrell. Then Nico's team, very funny team, as well as Bono's. At Nico's catcher spot is 1937 Josh Gibson. At first base is 1932 Jimmy Fox. Second base is 1914 Eddie Collins. Third base is 1953 Al Rosen. Shortstop is 1948 Lou Boudreau. Corner outfield spots are 1906 George Stone and 1967 Carl Yastrzemski. At center field is 1912 Tris Speaker. DH spot is occupied by 1938 Mel Ott. His 3 starting pitchers are 1884 Pud Galvin, 1884 Charlie Buffington, and 1884 Old Hoss Radbourne. And the relief pitcher roles are given to 1977 Bruce Sutter and 1967 Ted Abernathy. And then finally, Bono's team. At catcher, 1993 Chris Hoyles. First base, 1881 Cap Anson. Second base, 1976 Joe Morgan. Third base, 1966 Dick Allen. Shortstop, 1982 Robin Yount. Corner outfield spots occupied by 1930 Al Simmons and 1997 Larry Walker. At center field is 2017 Charlie Blackmon. At DH is 1886 Dan Brothers. Also, his 3 starting pitchers are 1968 Bob Gibson, 1968 Denny McLain, 1978 Ron Guidry, and his relief pitchers are 2003 Eric Gagne and 1973 John Hiller. So those are all the teams for your information.
Yeah.
You guys know there were multiple George Stones.
There's multiple Bob Gibsons.
There's
Yeah.
multiple Ted Abernathys.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to
There's
get
3 Randy John,
all the names in
3 Randy Johnsons.
in this one. Yeah, there's a couple. Luis Garcia.
I was gonna say I'm taking Luis Garcia.
All right. So yeah, that should wrap it up for episode 200. Pleasure to have everyone on.
You're not gonna go through the rest of the teams.
I'm gonna do it in post-production.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what a king. He's not going to keep us here.
Yeah. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed this one. Everybody get plugs out of the way. I don't know if you want to plug social media, podcasts, anything.
Bricks Buckets on Twitter. Just go shout
Bricks.
out.
Bricks and Buckets on Instagram, and Bono Sidharta on Instagram and on Twitter.
Robert _ Dickey 11 on Twitter.
Oh, and Bricks and Buckets on YouTube.
Yes, Nico and Bono have about a basketball podcast.
Hey, Rob.
I
Oh,
contribute.
is Rob?
but
Is Rob? on the
Rob's a
podcast?
host. Rob's like slid into that full-time role.
I contribute. I'm a contributor. That's.
There we go.
So
I'm not
Rob,
gonna take any credit away from Nico and Bono over here.
Rob, Nico, and Bono have hosting roles. They're all there because of Rob. Rob carries the podcast.
There's no
As-
podcast without Rob.
I mean, I
I
carry
go
the
bowling
hustle.
sometimes when they have the podcast on.
George Stone.
So we hope you enjoyed this one. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify and want to watch the draft as it happens, go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's called Above Replacement Radio. If you want to follow me on Twitter, follow me at Chris_Gianta. If you want to follow Daniel on both Twitter and Instagram, go to @Daniel_Curran and follow the show on Instagram at Above Replacement Radio for all the show needs. We hope you enjoyed this one, and we hope to see you probably on Friday, where we are talking all the trades that just happened in the trade deadline. We will see you then.